Hey, how we doing today, wheel burners? Today we're going to do something a little different. We're actually going to talk about something that probably doesn't get talked about a lot. I have not seen a lot of it on the internet anywhere. I'm going to talk today about something that happened today, and it was an impression that was left upon me by another driver. And being a guy that's been in this business for a lot of years now, this is something that I've noticed more and more going on within the company that I'm working for and within other companies, and it is the new driver. So this is directed at the new driver. I was in Oakdale. I'm up in Minneapolis right now, but about 3.5 hours ago I was down in Oakdale getting fuel. And while I was getting fuel, I'm minding my own business, but the guy beside me, and I guess at first impression when I looked at him, and I thought, okay, he's probably somewhere late 20s, early 30s. As it turns out, he's actually 25. And the only reason I know this is because he was on the phone with his dispatcher, and she was on speaker, and he was walking around the truck talking to her, but he was yelling at her. And I could pretty much hear the whole conversation. And the conversation went something like this. The dispatcher was trying to give him a load to get somewhere to do something that the company needed him to do. That's standard practice. Here's your load. Go get it, pick it up, get it loaded, get down the road, driver. He didn't want to do the load. Now, he's a company driver. He's not even an owner-operator. He's a company driver. And my opinion is on a company driver is when they dispatch you, they're not dispatching you. They're dispatching the truck. You're paid to drive the truck. So wherever they decide to send the truck, you're paid to drive it there. If you're an owner-operator, then you've got a little bit more of a say on where you can go and where you don't want to go. But if you're a company driver, pretty much you go where they tell you to go. So she's trying to give him a load, and he won't do it. And then he lit right into this girl. I'm a 25-year-old man, and I've been driving for 18 months. I'm not a new guy. You can't talk to me like this. I don't have to take this load if I don't want to. Wah, 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 wah. I want to be home on Friday. I left on, and she said to him, she goes, but you only left on Monday night. Because apparently he'd worked a little too hard on the weekend, playing hard, and he couldn't get into work on Monday to get the original load. So he didn't leave till Monday night, but I want to be home on Friday. Wah, wah, wah. Just crying, But of course, he's not crying in the sense that like, oh, poor me. He's crying in a sense like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Welcome to trucking. If you're one of these guys that's a company driver and you're just thinking you can refuse loads and do what you want and pick and choose and tell your dispatchers, no, you can't, I'm not doing this. You know what? You're barking up the wrong tree. You really, really are. The only thing that came to mind for me was you self-indulgent, spoiled little, I won't say the word, but it starts with a P and it ends with ick. All right? This is not trucking. This is not how we do things. If you got into trucking to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, get 8 hours of sleep and do a 40-hour week, you're in the wrong business, boys and girls. Okay? This business here, you got a 70-hour week and you're going to work it. And I know I've heard all the statistics and the numbers, and you break it all down. You take your 70-hour week, you break it down by the hour, you're making what, $10-something an hour? Well, until something in the industry changes, that's the way it is, and we all have to live with it. You're no more entitled than any of us. And if you've got 18 months or 15 months or 2 years of driving experience, if you've got anything up to 3 years, you're still a new driver. Okay? It takes the average driver 8 years to hit 1 million miles. You hit 1 million miles, man, I'll call you a fucking pro. But until then, you're not. 18 months, You don't know anything. I've driven more miles backwards than you've driven forwards in 18 months, for crying out loud. And you've got the audacity to stand there with other people listening to it saying, oh, I don't have to do this, and I'm a man, and I'm an experienced driver. I've got 18 months of driving. I'm not a new guy. Well, yeah, you are. And after 18 months, if you haven't figured out what this business is about and how it works, get the hell out. Run as fast as you can. Leave. You know what? You're making us look bad. That's what you're doing. You self-indulgent little dick. It's burning my ass right now that I'm actually reliving this in my head to tell you guys about this story. Like the kid is lucky that A, I'm in a hurry, and B, well, I'm a really mild-mannered guy and I'm not a violent man. But if I was, he'd still be standing in Oakdale at that fuel island with a fuel nozzle jammed in his butt. That's what he'd be doing. It really burns me when I see that. But I'm seeing it not just there. I'm seeing it everywhere. You know, the young guys and girls, I'm not going to say just guys, but the young guys and girls coming in, they have to know what they're getting into. And then they get here and they don't want to do it. I don't want to do this. I don't want. But then at the end of the month, they're going to sit there and turn around and yell at their dispatcher, I'm not getting any miles. I'm not making any money. Well, you're not working. You know, if you're leaving on Monday night and you want to be home Friday at noon, you're not going to make jack. I walk out the door, usually on a week, I walk out the door. We have an early supper on Sunday. I go out the door a little after dinner on Sunday. I come rolling in the door, you know, either Friday night or Saturday morning. And that's a normal week, you know. And I'm out 2 weeks, actually, so I don't even do that. That's when I come home and do my reset at home. I do a reset on the road. And we've got guys out here that are out here 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 12 weeks at a pop. And you went to work on Monday afternoon or Monday evening and you want to be home at noon on Friday? You're pissing me off. So that's my rant. That's my 2 cents. The new guy and new girl, if you're going to come into this business and you want to be a truck driver, you know what? Don't come out on the highway. Stay local. If that's what you want to do, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and make 20 bucks an hour, work a local job. Stay off our highway. Stay the hell out of my way. I don't want to hear it. If you want to come out here and you want to drive highway, you want to be an OTR driver, you know what? No, you're going to work a 70-hour week. You're going to sleep during the day. You're going to sleep during the night. You're going to sleep in the middle of the day. You're going to drive at night. You're going to drive. It is an absolute shit show of what you are going to have to do, but that is what we do. Freight doesn't have a time schedule. It doesn't decide, okay, it's nighttime, we don't have to drive. If the freight's got to go, the freight's got to go, and that means you got to go and you got to work. If you want to be a spoiled little brat, then stay home or get a job driving local. And you know what? I can tell you this right now. If you're going to act like that as a local, I know several local drivers, they're going to chew your ass up and spit you out as well. They won't tolerate that. So, that's my 2 cents. Maybe we'll try this once a week or every 2 weeks, just giving me 2 cents, giving me 2 minutes to give you my 2 cents. Hopefully it's not always a rant, but chances are it will be. We'll come back at you next time with something a little more positive, I hope. This one here was just something I saw, and it was bugging me and eating me for about 3 hours. So, there you go. We'll catch you later. Keep the rubber down. Be safe.